Mike?
Oh, this is the life. Yeah. You gotta love this.
That's the Pacific Ocean. Where am I at?
And the reason this window's open is because it's a lot of cool air flowing in here, cooling us off. Because it was awful hot up on that hill.
Yeah, we just went from inland to out. We're on the 101.
On the
that's
coast.
The Pacific Ocean. The peaceful Pacific Ocean. Cowabunga, people. We are just outside of Ventura. Not quite to Oxnard. Ventura Highway. That's on by somebody, Beach Boys or something. I don't know. Yeah, we're making good time. The truck's running great. Everything's as it should be. Welcome to Los Angeles. Okay, we're on the second leg of the trip on our way back. We are, I think we're by Nellis Air Force Base in Las Vegas. Anyways, last night we had the craziest experience.
Oh, yeah. Insane.
Super insane.
To say the least.
We were driving up one of the grades, because there's like 3 grades coming up to Vegas out of California, you know, because you go over the... Anyways, on the 3rd grade we were coming up, I smelt transmission fluid. Pretty good amount of transmission fluid. So, you know, right in the middle of the grade. I think we were in 2nd gear at the time, because, you know, the old girl, I like to go slow so she don't heat up. So I pull over, smell transmission fluid, burning transmission fluid, really. So we pull over to inspect the situation on the vehicle. We shoot the temperature of the transmission pan with our laser thermometer, because that's all we got. And it was 190 degrees. So we were wondering about what was that smell. We get in the truck again. Doesn't smell. The truck, it had a weird sound to it because it was in gear on the hill, so it didn't roll back. You know, it's automatic. And we go to leave. We're on this bumpy area. We go to leave, and frickin' steering wheel loses connection to the gearbox. That part right there. Hang on a second. Let me turn the light on. That part right there came out. So now we need to take this out and flip it, because if you look, well, you can't see it now, but the steering wheel's 180 out. True story. Pretty crazy that we smelt the transmission fluid, pulled over, and then as we're pulling back onto the highway, that happens, and the wheels turn us kind of into the desert. It's a good thing we got a 4-wheel drive. Ain't that right, Mike?
Yeah, it was pretty insane. It's and it's the middle of the night, which it's like 10:30 at night when this all happened.
And there was some other stuff involved in it that we can't talk about.
Yes, there was some other stuff, but that's okay.
The cops got involved.
It scared the shit out of me, and that'll be for another video. But it scared the shit out of me.
Go check out Matt's Off-Road. It's right by the Crescent Monument. Is it on the left, you said?
Yeah, 0.2 of a mile on the left. Ah, I see a bus. I think it's right there.
Yeah. Oh, no room to park. We'll park on the other side.
Park over there. I see a "We'll get him out" sign.
Okay. We won't video it now. Being an on-the-road truck driver, the one thing that I find that, you know, the truck driving community, they take care of each other, and they also take care of other people. The things we've been noticing is they leave jugs of apple juice on the side of the road for hitchhikers and hippies. So just remember, people, if you're ever like out in the desert and you're thirsty, just look on the side of the highway. There'll be a jug of applesauce, apple juice. They're everywhere. I'm seeing them all over the place.
Oh yeah, and look at our customization.
Oh yeah. So we need to do a flip on this. I think the guy who put that steering box in fucked something up.
Getting a little bit weather here. It's not too bad though. It's nice. It's cooled things off quite a bit. We got a little friend come along for the ride.
Oh, look, we're coming up on Panguitch. 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 I've been to Panguitch. You been to Panguitch? There's a lake there.
Is that?
I think it's Panguitch Lake or Lake Panguitch or something. Because, you know, it makes a difference whether the lake is in the front of the name or the aft. And I don't know why. But if I find out, I'll get back to you on that. There's Panguitch, see? Coming up to Panguitch. Okay, here we go. We're coming up on a grade. Pretty good one. It goes around the corner and keeps going up. So now what I'm doing is you look at the speed right here. Because I put the speed on the thing on. We're watching that, it's going to drop. I'm kind of backing out of the throttle just a little bit. Not leaning on it. 53. I'm going to come down here, turn that overdrive off. And what that's going to do is that's going to put us in third gear. And you'll notice I'm also watching the temp gauge over here. The temp gauge is on this here, the first little tick, and it'll move up to that second tick. And in the manual it says that second tick, you know, is, you don't want to go over that. So we're watching the temp gauge and trying not push on the throttle. Don't feed it more throttle to get more speed, because I don't have an EGT gauge, and I've noticed from my other truck it's modified. If you want to get that EGT up there, you push on the throttle harder. If you want to get the EGT down, you know, doing a climb or whatever, you back out as you climb and then selecting a more appropriate gear for the climb, because the RPMs will make more power and bring your EGTs down. So that's how we do it in the comments. And now also one other thing that I do, this grade is not going to be high enough, but if it goes below to 35 miles an hour, I'll select second gear. So right now you can see we're up to 54, which is about max speed for third gear. I'm going to come here and do that because the grade is backed off enough to where we make speed without a lot of throttle. And that's the key, is you want to keep that throttle. You don't want to just push on that throttle and push the truck, because that'll cause your EGT to come up. Wow, you guys are still with us? Bitchin'. You know, this trip, we've been to 8 states. 8 different states. Technically, not, well, depends on how you count them. 9 if you count Idaho twice, because we went in and out of Idaho today. So basically, we started in Idaho, Coeur, Idaho. We rolled to Washington State, went through Washington on 90, and then caught 395. Went through Oregon, got on the 5, went through California, in California, we took the 5 to San Jose, did our side trip, which you've seen, to San Jose, where we went and hung out with Nick. Pete, not Nick, Pete. I don't know why I said Nick. Anyways, we went and hung out with Pete, and then we rolled down the 101, which was pretty cool. Literally, it was nice and cool. Went down to LA, did our thing in LA. Got done in LA, went to Vegas. So that was that was Oregon into California. Then we went to Vegas, of course. If you guys know or not, Vegas is in Nevada. Rolled through Nevada into Utah.
No, Arizona.
Oh yeah, that's right. You did. It was Arizona first.
Arizona before Utah.
We went through Arizona, Utah. Then we went all the way up Utah to Idaho.
Idaho.
Cut through Idaho, Montana, and now we're back in Montana heading to Idaho.
Back to Idaho.
So we're counting Idaho twice, we're calling it 9 states. But on a side note, if you guys are looking at this and thinking something doesn't look right, yeah, the steering wheel is on upside down. And I did that because I got tired of looking at the speedometer. So if you guys ever don't want to see the speedometer, put the steering wheel on upside down. You get a glimpse of it in turns. But for the most part, she's covered up. So you can floor it, rip off the knob, and just go with it. But we got our command center to tell us. Anyways, that's what happened when the steering link came off, which was a mackerel. We told that story already, but I'll tell it again. But anyways, when it came off, I found out why it was. When the steering, I bought a steering shaft and a new box, and I centered the wheels, put the steering shaft on with the wheels centered, thinking it would line up, but the hole was on the other side. So when they put the steering shaft together at the place I bought it, they got it upside down. So the little pin, the little hole that the lock goes in, that's the reason the whole thing came off. The little hole the lock goes in was 180 out. Or no, 180 out of where it should be. So to put it back on, or to turn it, I could turn it 360, but then I would be back where I started from. If that makes any sense, because I need it to be 180. So I got to change the other part of it, flip the D shaft. We may do a video on that.
Yep, that's where we're at.
I would like to introduce you to the reason for that road trip you just endured. Thank you if you endured it and stayed all the way through. It was really quite boring. This is a 1940 Plymouth. The new project in the shop. It's got a few little things that need to be squared up. One major thing that needs to be squared up, but I haven't put it on the lift to get all the way into it yet. That's gonna happen right now, but basically 1940 Plymouth, super badass Ninja car. We were gonna film the loading and getting of this car, but things got pretty hectic. And this car is codenamed Project Gunrunner. And use your imagination, basically. So the cream puff, the Cowboy Cream Puff, is now the Cowboy Cream Puff accomplice. So it's basically the accomplice to the Gunrunner. Starts and runs. It's a very good running and driving car. What we're going to end up doing to it is we're going to raise the engine an inch and possibly pull a little bit out of the pan, or pull an inch out of the pan and raise the engine a little bit. We're going to do one or both of those. We did some initial look at it. It looks like there's room in the pan to pop it out and tee it out, so we keep the same quantity of oil, but just open the pan up. And probably have to make a new pickup tube. But that's nothing out of the realm of possibilities. Anyways, that's where we're at. This is the Gunrunner.